I'm going to do some quick Pilates exercises for you, which might help you in this time when we're all stuck at home, particularly for those people who are working at a desk all day and might feel a little bit stiff in the shoulders and the upper body and the upper back. So let's just start off sitting down with our legs out in front of us. Take the hands behind you and squeeze the shoulder blades together. We're just going to warm up. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, you can close your eyes, take a breath in, and just try to get into the zone as you relax down. And just draw the legs in towards you, keeping the hands behind you. You're just going to windscreen wipe the legs over from one side to the other. Just working into that hip joint as you windscreen wipe those legs over, taking the feet onto their sides, breathing in and breathing out. And then bring the legs out straight, bring your spine up nice and tall. Imagine you're being pulled up through the crown of the head, as if you're being pulled up like a marionette puppet through the crown of your head. Take a breath in, and then take the arms up into cactus. You can take the legs round to the side if it's more comfortable, or you can come up kneeling. And we're just going to work through the thoracic spine, palms facing forward. You're going to twist around to the right, bring it to centre, and then take it to the left. Just turning from one side to the other. Keep looking straight ahead at the horizon, breathing in and breathing out. Keep it slow, just warming up. And then bring the arms out into cactus and take the arms back a little bit. Bring them in and press those shoulder blades together. Bring them in, palms facing, and then press the shoulder blades back. Keep breathing. Squeeze those shoulder blades, opening out the chest. Breathing in and breathing out. Just a couple more. And then take the hands down to the side. Bring your ear over to your right shoulder, stretching out the neck. You can bring the arm up and then turn to look at the hand. Bring it down. Take it to the other side. Bring the ear over, turn to look at the hand and bring it down. Then we're going to go into some half moons. We're going to take the chin from one side down to the other. Keep breathing, taking the chin over from one side, gently to the other, just working through the neck. If you feel any grizzly bits in the neck, just taking it round. And then bring the head to centre, bring the hands together, interlace the hands and fingers, and look down at the mat. So you're looking down at your thighs, opening out the shoulder blades, opening out the upper back. And then take the hands back like wings. You're spreading your arms and then bringing it in again. Opening out and bringing it in. Just do a couple like that. We're really opening out the chest here, because you might be sitting at a desk all day and hunching those shoulders over, rounding them over. A little bit of a kyphotic. Upper body, shoulders. Breathe in and breathe out. And then bring the hands down, press down into the hands, rise up through the crown of your head. Take the right hand over onto the left knee, bring the left hand behind you, pushing down into that left hand, rising up through the crown of the head. Breathe in, breathe out as you bring it round to centre, and then take it to the other side, pressing down, reaching up through the crown of your head. Remember, the neck is an extension of your spine, so you're breathing here and stretching that neck up and that skull up through the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Bring it to centre. Bring the arms out, make a fist with your hands and start circling through the shoulder joint. Keep breathing, looking straight ahead. Keep it straight, keep it strong, make a fist with those hands, stretching through the arms, and then take it in the other direction. Keep looking at a distant point and keep focused on the horizon. You don't want to crick your neck. And then bring the hands down. You then want to take your legs out to the side and come into a side bend. So you're just coming up and over. Turn to look under your armpit as you open out the chest. Bring it down to the other side. Reach up and bring it over to the other side. Bring it down. Bring it over and then reach up and bring it over to the other side. Keep going, bringing one arm up and then stretching over. Bring the other arm up and bring it over to the other side. Feeling a stretch in that waist, just working through the waist. And the hips coming over, bringing it up, bringing it over. If you want more of a stretch and you want to open out the chest, look under the armpit as you bring the arm over, opening out and bringing it down. Well done. Bring the legs forward again and then turn round and let's practice our Pilates C curve. Again, we're going to be rounding into the shoulders and then opening out the chest. So it's like a seated cat-cow. Bring the hands forward, round back into your spine and simultaneously tip the pelvis up and bring the navel back to the spine. Imagine you're coming over a big beach ball, bring the legs in and then bring the arms up and over. Coming back towards your waist, breathe in, hold it there, bring it up and over. Keep working through that spine, rounding the shoulders up and over, breathing in and breathing out. Keep working it and then come back down towards your waist, take it out to the side, and as you take the arms to the side, take the opposite leg out and stretch out, stretch that leg, extend it and pulse 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, bringing it up and over. Take it to the other side, scooping back, scooping, scooping, scooping. Extend the leg out, pulse it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and slow, keep it slow and controlled. Curving back, not hinging, curving back into that spine, extending the leg out, bringing it up and over. Well done. Keep going, extend. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking it up and over. Working into the spine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it up and over, breathing in, keep going, breathing out. And then bring yourself back, take the hands back, opening out the chest, looking up towards the ceiling, breathing in, breathing out, exhaling and inhaling, cat-cowing, leaning back, pressing down into your hands, working through those shoulders, working those pecs and the chest. And then if you can either stay here and do this, that's quite enough for some of us. Or if you feel strong enough, extend the legs out, point the toes down, flex through the feet, good toes, bad toes. Remember your ballet days, good toes, bad toes. And then press your hands down into the mat, opening out the chest, relax the head, neck and shoulders, and then point the toes down, bring the hips up, coming up into a reverse plank. Now, a lot of ladies shy away from this because it needs a lot of upper body strength, but really improve your body strength, your upper body strength by doing it. Hold it here. Breathe in. If you can, bring one leg up, flex and point the toe, bring it down. How many times can you do that? You can practice and build up, keep the hips up, bring it down. Breathe in, breathing in, breathing out. Keep working the legs, bringing it up, flexing and pointing through the toes. Push the hips up, hold it there. Relax that neck and shoulder. Breathe in and bring your bottom down onto the mat. Coming up tall now, you're going to press the legs down into the mat. Sit bones down, you can get hold of your bottom flesh and pull it apart. Feel the sit bones pressing down into the mat. A little bit of opposition here as the head comes up and the sit bones are weighted down into the mat. Bring the arms up, reach up, come back, and as you breathe out, you're going to bring those arms up and over again. Breathing in and exhaling as you bring the head down towards your knees, pressing the legs down into the mat and keeping the feet flexed. Take a breath in, exhale as you bring the head down. So practicing your Pilates, inhaling and exhaling, breathing in towards the lungs, through the rib cage, through the nose, towards the rib cage, and then blowing out with some resistance through the mouth. You're just taking it into the lungs. Breathing in, and then on the exhalation, see if you can come down a little bit more. The exhalation more. As you exhale, relax those muscles down and come down a little bit more. You don't have to come down too far, just as far as your spine allows you to. It's all about your spine. So you may see people coming down all the way. You may see them reaching for their toes. You might only be able to come here, that's fine. Still curving down through the spine, stretching that spine as much as you can. Breathe in, bring it up again. We're going to do 2 more. Coming over, breathing in. As you exhale, bring yourself down. Keep breathing. And then breathe in, bring yourself up, reaching up, and over. Keep breathing, and then bring yourself down a little bit more. Bring it up and over. Breathing in and out. As you exhale, can you bring yourself forward and down? Crown of the head comes forward, head comes down. Keep breathing in and breathing out. And then bring yourself up, bring your hands down to the side, coming back into that reverse plank. Hold it here, breathing in and breathing out. Hold it, keep the leg nice and soft, and then bring yourself down onto the mat. Bringing yourself up tall, we're going to roll down onto the mat. Use that Pilates C curve that we were practicing a minute ago. Take the legs hip distance apart, curving back into the spine and rolling down all the way down onto the mat. Bring the arms up. We're going to roll up from lying down on the mat. If you can't roll up, put something under your lumbar spine to give you some leverage to help you roll up. It's mostly about technique though. If you just try to get up here, you'll get stuck. So give it a try. It might be better to bend your legs in slightly, but make sure you bring the arms up first, palms facing. Take a breath in, nod that chin to the chest and roll up through your spine, vertebra by vertebra. It's all about doing it incrementally and then curving back through the spine, not hinging, curving back, making an imprint on the mat. Imagine it's wet sand, bringing the arms over your head. As you bring the arms over, don't allow the rib cage to pop up. You're working through that upper back and the spine, mobilizing the spine. Bring the arms up, nod the chin, working through the spine bone by bone. Well done. Coming up, sitting tall. Breathe in. As you breathe up, curving back into the spine, rolling down. Bring the arms over. Remember to keep the back pressed down into the mat. Don't allow the rib cage to pop up. Bring the arms up, nodding the chin, working through your spine as you come up. Just do a couple more like that, mobilizing the spine. If you've been sitting at a desk all day, you want to do something to mobilize your spine every day. Curving back, using your abdominals. If you've got weak abdominals, it might be an effort. You might feel a little bit of tension in your muscles there as you come up, and it might just cause you to jar a bit. But work into it, come back, practice. If you need something under your lumbar spine to help you, then it's often a good idea to get one of these micro fleece blankets, put it under your lower back, come down. It just gives you a little bit of leverage here. Bring the arms up, and then that gives you that little bit of leverage to come up a little bit more easily. Practice coming back and bringing yourself back and over. Bring the hands up, palms facing, bring yourself back and up. So practice that. It's really good to work through your spine. If you really can't do it, then there's nothing like a good cat-cow to mobilise the spine. Swing the legs round, take your hands underneath your shoulder blades, look to the top of the mat, keep the back nice and flat, take a breath in. Remember to engage your abdominals even in this position. You can engage them. Keep the legs hip distance apart, press the feet down into the mat. You should be able to feel each and every toenail pressing down into the mat. If you get cramp in your feet, tuck the toes under. Just push yourself forward onto your hands and then press yourself back, your hips towards your legs, pressing forward and back, mobilizing the hips, and then just go a little bit freestyle with the hips. Take it round, rotating the hips. Try to keep those abdominals engaged as you come round. No need for them to hang out here, just keep it going. And then take it in the other direction, working through the hip joints there. Use some padding on your knees. If you need a little bit of padding on your knees, don't use a yoga mat. Use one of these thicker mats for Pilates, or have your micro fleece blanket, your trusty blanket under your knees again. You can even have one, they're very cheap to buy. You can have one under your knees and under your wrists. As much padding as you need makes all the difference. Taking the hips round, working through those hip joints. And then press back, hips to heels, coming into child's pose. Bring the fingers up onto fingertips to get a nice stretch through the back. Bring the forehead down onto the mat. Take a couple of breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. And then bring the hands behind you, intertwine the fingers, pressing up towards the sky, Squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold it here. 2 breaths. And then bring the hands in front of you. Bring them back up onto spider fingers. Walk your hands over to the right as you breathe in. And breathe out as you press those hands down onto the floor and take the hips back towards your heels. Stretching out the spine, stretching through those lateral muscles as well as the main spine. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, bring the hands forward, reaching forward again. Really working that spine, working those muscles in the side of your back. And then breathe it round, walking the hands round as you breathe out to the other side. Bring the right hand on top of the left and press down into the floor to stretch out that right side. Breathe in, breathe out as you bring the hands forward, reaching forward, coming back onto all fours. You're going to cat-cow the spine, coming into flexion, pressing down into those hands. Look at your thighs, and then extending the crown of the head forward. Remember not to let those abs just hang out. Take it forward and pushing up through the spine and then out. Crown of the head comes forward, tailbone comes up. Really manipulating that spine. And then take it round to the side, looking at your foot, taking it to centre, take it over to the other side. Keep going from one side to the other, breathing in and breathing out. Press back, bring yourself up to sitting. You're going to take the hands in front of you, still working through those shoulders and that upper back. Remember, we're trying to ease out the shoulders and the upper back. So palms facing, you're going to take the elbow back and then sweep the hand forward, take it to the other side. Working through the thoracic spine, take it round. Keep the arms at parallel to the floor, so the upper arms are parallel, don't let them drop. Keep the arms at the same height as each other. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. And if you get hung up on the Pilates breathing, just breathe normally. So breathing through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, stretching the arms forward, open out the chest, squeeze the arms in as if you've got spring-loaded arms, opening it out, squeezing it in. And then make your arms into cactus shape, squeeze it in, open it out. Just a couple of these, you're still working through those shoulders, opening out the chest. You can do all of this at your desk. Unless people think you're looking a bit weird doing this in the office, there aren't that many people in the office at the moment. You can do this at home. If you're working from home, you can breathe in and breathe out. And then bring your hands down to your side, and we're going to bring the legs forward again, coming down, using our Pilates seed curve, coming down onto our backs. Bring one leg into tabletop, bring the other leg into tabletop. And we're going to twist, coming into a twist to work our waist and our upper back. If it's too much to take your legs up, you can bring them down onto the mat. We're going to take the head up, not pulling on the neck, just relaxing the neck in the head. Bring one leg into tabletop, bring the other leg into tabletop. And we're going into crisscross, taking the elbow to the knee and extending the other leg. Take it slow, keep it controlled, working through those abs, breathing in and breathing out. And then if you want to make it easier, just keep the legs down, take it from one side to the other. You may not be able to bring yourself up as high, but keep it controlled. Or you can even take the arms from one side to the other. Take them over your legs, taking that one hand over to the other side. Keep breathing. Take the legs, make it harder if you want to. You can bring yourself up and take it from one side to centre to the other, your choice. And then bring the legs in, hold them in tabletop. Bring yourself up onto your sit bones. If you can, hold it here. Coming into teaser now, relax the legs, stretching the legs out. You can take one foot down if it's too much for you, as long as you're keeping a nice straight spine, V shape. Bring the arms up, bring it round. Working through those arms again. Keep the legs relaxed if you're in teaser, breathing in, breathing out. And bring the legs in, press them out, pull them in and extend them out. Take the arms away. You can bring the arms around and take the legs out. So you can practice with the legs, bringing it in, pressing it out. Keep breathing, taking it out and bringing it in. Well done. Bring the feet down, bring yourself up, bring your legs round, coming back onto your knees. So if you need some padding for your knees, again, use your blanket or use a thicker mat. You can double up your mat, you can use a Pilates mat, or you can use a couple of yoga mats. Coming up onto your knees, we're going to work through the hip flexors and the thighs. So press your feet down into the mat, toenails down into the mat, and just come back, hold it there. Bring the arms out, bringing them up and down, and then bringing them forward. Coming back in a straight spine, bringing the arms out, bringing them up and round and coming forward. Keep going, breathing in. You can do this as many times as you like. Really work those shoulders though, and feel the stretch in your thighs and your hip flexors. The further you come back, the more you'll feel it. Really good for the knees as well. Keep breathing, protecting all those muscles around your knees, strengthening them, coming forward, taking the arms back and round. Keep breathing. Working through the shoulders, working through those legs. Just do a couple more. Feel the glutes activating as you press back as well. And then bring your hands down to your side. Take a breath here. Bring yourself onto all fours. We're going to work those glutes. So look to the top of the mat. This is about shoulder stability and pelvic stability as well. Keeping the hands hit under your shoulders, keeping the legs hip distance apart. Bring your leg up to hip height. We're going to extend that leg, looking to the top of the mat, and then bring it in, kick your bottom 3 times. 1, 2, 3, extend. Try not to let the hips rock. 1, 2, 3, extend. Keep going. I want you to do 6 on each side. Keep breathing. What's happening to those abdominals? Pull them in. Breathing in, breathing out. And when you've done 6 on that side, take the other leg up. Just make sure your hips aren't rocking. You can put a hand on your lower back and cross your pelvis to make sure your hips aren't rocking. Bring the leg up to hip height. 1, 2, 3, extend. 1, 2, 3, extend. 6 of those. Keep it going. Keep the leg extended. Feel the gluteal activation. Breathing in, breathing out. What's happened to your abs? Pull them in and then bring that knee down. Press back into child's pose. Stretching out the arms again. Breathing in, breathing out, and then bring yourself up to sitting. We're going to come forward and work the upper back. This is about shoulders mostly. So bring yourself down onto the mat, head on your hands, make a cushion. Breathe in, and then pressing the pelvis into the mat, you're going to lift yourself up and down. Breathing in and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. You might feel that the feet want to come up. Just let them come up a little bit. Coming up and down. Working through that upper back just to the point of tension. If it hurts, you're coming up too high. It shouldn't hurt. Breathe in. Breathe out. Working those upper back. So upper back. So if you're sitting at a computer all day, then that action of coming up and down is opening out the chest and really straightening out those shoulders. So keep it going. Do 10 of those and then come up to sitting. Take a breath in. Roll the shoulders back. Really working through those shoulders. Taking your hands behind your back now, opening out the chest, looking up to where the ceiling joins the walls, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Breathe in, breathe out, and bring the hands together, open out the chest. Bring the hands together, open out the chest, arms back into cactus, twisting round again from one side to the other, and then twist round and pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then push the hands back and bring them forward. Bring it to centre, twist round and pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it to centre, then bring the arms back, opening out the chest. Well done. Bring the hands down to your side, down to your lap. Bring your legs round and just come up to taking your hand over to the side into mermaid. So in mermaid, we're coming up out of the hip. We're not just coming into a side bend. You're taking the arm down, you're keeping as upright as you can. As you exhale, you're going to bring the arm forward, coming up and down. Take the other arm up, stretching through that hand, do 6 on each side. Keep breathing, taking it over and bringing it down. You can do 6 on each side. Make sure you do an even number, and then when you come up to centre, bring it to centre and take it to the other side. So come up first into the middle, swing the legs round, coming over to the other side. 6 on this side, bringing the arms over and up. Take it over and then reach up. You might want to hold onto your ankle here. It's a little bit off balance from one side to the other. Keep breathing. Keep it slow and controlled. And then when you've done 6 on each side, just bring your arms down, round out through the shoulders. Keep breathing, you can close your eyes. And then swing the legs round. Coming back into Pilates C curve, rolling all the way down onto the floor. Bringing your legs towards your bottom. Just allow the legs to drop down to one side. Head to the other direction. Coming into a nice supine twist. You can take your arms into cactus or extend them out to the side of the body. Breathe in. And then breathe out as you take the legs to the other side. Relaxing down. And then bring yourself to centre. Close your eyes. Relax down through your spine. Either keep the legs bent to be kind to your lower back, or come out into a full body stretch. Just stay here with your eyes closed. Breathing in, breathing out. Lengthening your breath to calm it down. Hold it here. Bring the arms up. Just shrug the shoulders up, reaching up towards the ceiling, and then let them go. Take it up, let them go. Ribcage closure, take the arms out to the side and bring them in. Then bring them over your head without the ribcage popping up. Just practice that, a little bit of coordination as well. Don't let the ribcage pop up. And then bring some mobility back into the feet, turning through the ankles. And in the other direction, then bring the leg in and push it out. Do the same on the other side, extending through that leg, turning through the ankles, bringing it in and pushing it out. Bring the leg down, relax down, and think about the hard work you've done. Just a little bit of Pilates every day to keep your back in good health, keep those shoulders back, keep your posture fine. Keep thinking about your posture. If you're slumped over a desk, do a bit of shoulder work and Pilates. And then when you're ready, bring yourself up to sitting. And just think about your posture now. You might be feeling a little bit more stretched. Just take the head from one side to the other, easing through the neck again. And then bring your hands together, making some circles here to relieve any tension in your shoulders. And then give yourselves a clap. Well done, everybody. Thank you for joining me.